Hey guys, Christos here and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be giving you my April 2021 income report. I'm going to be going through every single piece of income that comes into my bank account and giving you some talking points on how I exactly earn that money. The reason why I do this is because number one, I think it is extremely important for me to be as transparent with you guys as I possibly can be, as this channel is about making money and investing. And then number two, I think it's a really good way to hold myself accountable and document my journey as an entrepreneur and as an investor. One thing this video definitely isn't there to do is to brag, and one thing that I kindly ask anybody that is offended by money or talking about money is to probably click off this video, because this one isn't going to be for you. But if that's all out of the way and you are cool with that, hit that like button down below and let's get into it. So as you can see here, if you have probably watched the other income videos that I've done in the past, this screen will be very familiar to you. These are my 6 main kind of income streams that I have. I have grouped some of them as one, and as you can see, like with the affiliate business there, I have so many different affiliate incomes. I just kind of put them all as one because I would be here for about 40 to 50 minutes just going through all of them for you. So I've had to group a few things together and stuff like that, but these are kind of the main 6 areas that I receive income in. And let's go over to my dividend incomes to start off with. So if you didn't know, these are the incomes that I receive from my dividend paying stocks. So I invest in a few different companies that pay dividend income. So just a few notable ones: I have Coca-Cola, I have Apple, I also have some index funds that also pay dividend payments and stuff like that. And this month wasn't the greatest month that I had for dividend incomes. If I just highlight this and reveal this for you guys, as you can see here in my ISA, my stocks and shares ISA that is based in Hargreaves Lansdown, I received a total dividend income of £13.26, and this was all from Coca-Cola stock, I believe. So haven't received my incomes from the other companies as of yet, but not a bad one from just one company. But I'm hoping in the future, as I build my positions in different dividend paying stocks, this is obviously going to increase and become a lot better and a more consistent income. But it is an income, so it has to go on there. Moving on to the other section down here. One thing I spoke about in the last video was that I wasn't really advertising my coaching business. So one thing that I do is I teach people how to start selling on Amazon, eBay and stuff like that. One thing that I did notice on the back of the calls last month, and one thing that I'm going to change now in the future, is that a lot of people really enjoyed having the calls. And actually, to be honest with you, as it's lockdown, I'm not actually getting to speak to too many people. It's actually something that I really enjoyed as well. So this month that has just gone, I really started to kick on and started almost creating what I've put down there as a coaching business now. I've actually set up some kind of Calendly booking system for calls with myself, and it's been something that I've kind of pushed a little bit more than what I was normally pushing it and stuff like that. And this month with the coaching business, I actually saw some really nice results on the back of that, and I actually had a few people sign up for some sessions with me, which resulted in a total income of £312 when you take off PayPal fees and booking fees and stuff like that. So that was really nice. Moving on to my ebook sales, as you didn't know, I have an Amazon FBA beginners ebook. I did up the price of this ebook because originally it was $14.99, but for the first year I did actually sell it at $9.99. But I have upped the price now to $12.99, which is of course not at the price I wanted to price it at the start, but I'm working my way up. And I actually had one sale there, which was £12 income after you take off the fees and stuff for the site that I actually host the book on. In terms of freelance work, I don't think I made any money, if I remember correctly. No. In terms of cash back, in terms of cash in my pocket, I've earned 0. But one thing that I actually do use is an app called Airtime Rewards, where you can basically link your bank card to the Airtime Rewards app, and if you spend money at certain stores, you actually get vouchers off on your mobile phone bill. And this month I actually earned £23 off my mobile phone bill, which is actually more than the actual phone bill itself, which has kind of covered that. So I thought I would mention that in there as well. Obviously, if you did want to sign up for airtime rewards, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. It's a really good way to actually save money off your phone bill. As you can see, I didn't pay any money this month. Total in the other section is £324, which I think is really good and I'm really happy with. I think it's around the same as what I did last month. Let's jump over to my property business. Now, this time with the property business, I actually have paid off all my service charges. So my income in terms of net income from the property is going to be a lot higher than last month. Last month, I believe I net incomed around £700. This was because I was paying some charges that I had to pay for maintenance on the property and stuff like that. This month, I've actually earned a total net income of £900 out of the £1,150 income that I do get from that. And obviously, I don't have any other properties as well. So the total, of course, is £900. Let's move on to the reselling business now. So Amazon FBA, eBay and Facebook Marketplace, I kind of combine all of these together. And the total profit for this business has actually gone up, which is really good. It was a little bit lower than what I liked last month. But one thing that I've always explained is that my Amazon and eBay businesses are all held within a limited company, and I only pay myself £750 out of the money that I earn. But as you can see on the screen, I actually earn a total net income and total net profit of £2,230. However, the difference between the £750 and the £2,230 gets reinvested into that business to buy more stock. So there's no way I'm going to be able to grow that business in the future if I was just to take all of that money out. Right, moving on, we're actually flying through this, I think. Let's go over to my affiliate business. Once again, as I've stated in previous videos, there are so many different affiliate programs that I am part of. I promote these on my social media pages, my website, my YouTube channel here, of course, and then also there are some kind of legacy incomes that I still receive back from when I was doing my web design business as well. And I did actually say that last month that I thought I was going to see a drop in this income stream simply because I had a big affiliate payment come in and I didn't think that I was going to be able to match that at all in the following months. But I had a couple of videos on YouTube Takeoff that was talking about kind of stock trading, doing some beginner step-by-step intros into how to buy shares and stuff like that. And one thing that I saw was a lot of income come from my free trade referrals and stuff like that, where you basically get free shares. Like I said, if you wanted to sign up for it, there is a link in the description. But what they offer is a free share, anything between £3 and £200 for the person that signs up, and also for myself as a thank you for referring them. And I actually got some larger stocks actually come in, which I just sell straight away and withdraw as an affiliate commission, because normally they're stocks that I'm not actually that interested in investing in. But overall, when you combine everything, I'm talking web hosting, Amazon software, trading apps. There's some other trading apps that I've promoted as well, Amazon affiliate, SkillShare. Like I said, I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I actually earned £2,534, which was even better than last month. So I'm really happy with that. Once again, I am going to say it, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to match this next month. Like I said, maybe the YouTube channel completely blows up. You never know if that's going to happen or not. Obviously, I hope that would happen, but I'm not resting any laurels on that. And I expect it to be a little bit lower next month, but we'll see once again. So total for this, once again, like I said, because I've combined them all together, is going to be the same figure, £2,534. Now, the final thing that I want to share is my YouTube and blog income. Now, I had a couple of different things that went on differently with the YouTube channel this month. One thing that I've seen is a massive increase in my CPM, which is basically the rate that YouTube pays you per view on your video. I haven't necessarily seen any more increase in the views on my video, but the CPM has gone higher, which means I have eventually been able to make more money. And the amount that I have made this month from YouTube is £444, which is absolutely amazing. It's the highest I have ever earned in 1 month from YouTube. Once again, This has been something I've been reading up on, and I believe that kind of March, April time is the highest rate for kind of personal finance YouTubers, entrepreneurship YouTubers, because it's coming towards the end of the tax year and people are spending a lot of their money on ads and stuff like that. So maybe this may drop in the future, but I'm hoping that I'm upping my content and the views will kind of counteract that. This was a really good achievement for me. Not that it's something that I kind of pay too much attention to and stuff like that. The main thing that I'm focusing on is the people that are watching my content, the engagement that I'm getting and stuff like that, because I know this will just come as long as I focus on the other things. One thing I did do this month was a sponsored video and post on my website, and I charged £300 for that, and that was the income that I received for it. There was quite a lot of work that had to go into that, and there's still some follow-up that I have to do on their end as well. So it's probably not the best and the most efficient way I've earned money, but it's definitely a really nice way of earning some money in terms of the YouTube side, and it's the first time I've ever done anything like it as well. So adding the total up for these two, that was a total of £744 that I earned from my YouTube business. Now that is all of my income streams that I can think of. I don't think there is anything else. Now, when you add all of these income streams together, that is of course going to give me my total combined income for this month. One thing I have to say is that this does not include tax. So this is all pre-tax, and this doesn't include some of the monthly subscriptions that I use. And I've noted in other videos that it's normally around £100 a month that I spend on different subscriptions. With some different companies and stuff like that, I do get a massive discount because I am a YouTuber and I'm doing kind of sponsored work for them. But the money that I pay out comes to about £100 on monthly subscriptions, and of course there's going to be other little expenses here and there as well, but this is just the income that is coming into my account pre-tax. And this month the total was £5,265.26, and I'm actually really happy with this. In terms of revealing the figure that I earned last month, so I can compare the two in case you didn't watch that video, the total figure last month was £4,401.78, and this word down here is actually meant to say the difference between the two, and I will just reveal that now. And the difference between the two was £863.48, which was seeing me as an improvement on last month. So that is something I am very, very happy about. Obviously, it's nice to see that I am progressing. I have to say, this is the highest income that I have ever earned in a month with just my businesses. Obviously, there was a time where I was working full time alongside my businesses, and I may have seen a little bit of a higher income combined across all of those. But as someone that is working for myself, this has been a really good month for me and something that I'm definitely happy about, but also something that I can now look at and try and build on in the future. But yeah, overall, really happy with this month's income. Like I said, overall, it's been my biggest month as a full-time entrepreneur, which I'm very, very happy about, and it gives me a lot of confidence going forward and stuff like that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave it a like down below. What I will do is throw up some of my other income and investment reports on the screen now for you to go and check out if you wanted to. But apart from that, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Take care.